What's most striking about all of this, and I would argue most important for voters to consider, is the relationship between Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin. As former Secretary Madeleine Albright put it, and I quote her, "We have never seen a mind meld of the kind between the Russian leadership and a candidate for the presidency of the United States." Michael Morell, who ran the CIA and grew up just a few miles from here, has said that Putin is manipulating Donald. Putin is a trained intelligence officer from the old KGB. He knows he can use flattery to get into Donald's head to make Donald the Kremlin's puppet, and it seems to be working. Donald has signaled to Putin that he will let Russia do whatever it wants, from Ukraine to Syria and beyond. He's even said Putin is a stronger leader than President Obama. And it gets worse. The U.S. intelligence community has now confirmed that the Russian government, which means Putin, is directing cyber attacks against targets in the United States to influence the outcome of our election. So ask yourself, why would Putin be trying to get Donald Trump elected president? Could it be because of all the nice things Donald has said about him, or the fact that he has promised to adopt pro-Kremlin policies, or maybe because of the extensive business dealings with Russian oligarchs with ties to Putin? Now, since Donald won't release his tax returns, and don't hold your breath, we don't know the full extent of his business relationships, but what we know is disturbing, and we know this. We are dealing with something unprecedented in the history of our country, a foreign adversary trying to influence our presidential election. That should scare everyone, Democrat, Republican, and Independent. And with the election just 8 days away, this can't wait any longer. Donald Trump should immediately disclose all of his ties and connections to the Kremlin and its associates. The American people deserve to know the full extent of these links and how they relate to what the Russians are doing in our election.